And all the traditional punk rock symbols that I used, they disappeared. I had like, you know, the Sex Pistols logo, mohawk, studs, Ace on my shirt. And it disappeared. I got a stronger inclusion in the whole movement. And with this more dedicated punk scene, I found the letters DIY. So I threw the Sex Pistols logo and I started to use DIY, the letters. That's cool. I made a patch, I put it on my jacket, it says DIY on my jacket. But I never dared to ask anybody what it meant. And should I ask my friends? Well, no. That's the last people I would ask. Internet? No, I don't have it. It was too long ago. But I understood it was something really, really holy. Something you didn't talk about. It was something you did. So I had to use what was internet to me back then, and it was the lyrics sheet in all my record collection. So I started looking at them, finding what DIY was. I found the DIY ethic and the DIY movement in punk rock. I started writing it in my books, in classrooms, instead of the Sex Pistols logo. It wasn't about focusing on the teacher who was bad or my friends who was not like me. No, it was about something bigger. DIY and the DIY movement started early in the punk rock movement as a way of living. But the term was old. And before this, mainly in the States, it was more focused on fix your own car or make your own garden or build your own porch, bake your bread, whatever. But it came later on to be the spine in the punk rock movement. DIY was do it yourself. Why was this so important? Why should others do what you can do for yourself? Why should we let people who are not punk to get an insight in our movement? This is our movement. And why should we as punks take our forces to create their system? This was what encouraged me to stay on a more narrowed punk scene and working forward. So DIY in the punk rock movement is about keeping control. The music is ours. Keeping exclusivity. Not everyone knows about it and should not know about it because this is ours. And of course, being an alternative. A force, an outside power. Something that is not the traditional society. A socially, economically, and cultural alternative to what normal is. DIY was then a strong learning force without an authority. A learning force that was not school. I like to learn stuff. I never did that before. Well, we accepted it. Me and my band. Okay, we're DIY. Of course, we told everybody that we have been DIY for ages. It was nothing new. We always knew about it. And since the focus in the DIY was the progress, we didn't need no quality control, and everybody could do anything.